This is Tom with Three Brothers RC, and I just want to go over real quickly connecting the Blackjacket censored outrunner to the Castle ESCs. So here we have a couple ESCs. We have the Micro X2 and we have the Copperhead 10. Now this Copperhead 10 is decased. So if it is decased and you don't have any markings on it, I'm going to show you how to plug it in anyway. And here's the markings on the Micro X2. So the way Castle runs with the, I know the 10th scale ESCs, the A is always on the left-hand side as you're looking at it. It would be on the left-hand side, which would probably be opposite for you. But anyway, the A is always going to be on the left-hand side. So when I take this Copperhead 10 that's been decased and there's no markings, I know the A will be here on the left-hand side. Then the B is in the center, and then the C is on the right-hand side. So that's what it's going to be like for this, for an decased ESC. So all our Blackjacket motors run this color sequence on them. All our 10 scale Blackjacket motors. So when you're plugging these in, a censored outrunner has to be in the correct order. I know with non-censored outrunners, you can switch the two of the wires and change motor directions. You can't do that on a censored outrunner. They have to be in the exact sequence, A, B, and C. So we're just going to show you real quick what that sequence is. So A is always going to be black. So you plug the black into the A. And then B is going to be yellow. So we're going to plug the yellow into the B, and the one we have left over is C, and that's going to be red. So just for a reference, the decased one, we know A is always going to be on the left-hand side as you're looking at it. So it's going to be here, that is A. So black will go in A. The center one is always B, and that is going to be yellow. And then the one on the right here is going to be your C, which will be red. Just like that. Now, that is the wire sequence, and it has to be exact. So I want to go over real quick the sensor wire. Now, the sensor wire only plugs in one direction. So when you plug it in here, one way it'll plug in, and if you try to plug it in the other way, it will not go in. So this is just one way, and the color isn't going to match, so don't worry about that. Now, another thing people don't realize is with Castle, on most all their 1/10 scale ESCs, you have to have this pigtail. You cannot, if your ESC didn't come with a pigtail, or say you picked one up and it didn't have the pigtail, then it looks like you can plug the sensor wire from the motor directly in there, but you can't. It won't work. The wires are not lined up correctly. So you have to use this pigtail. So make sure your ESC has a pigtail so you're able to plug in. And what I do is I always put a little dielectric grease where the pigtails connections are. In case it does get water in there, it'll help against corrosion and you won't lose your contact. So this one here, the decased one, I forget where I got this, but it only has the wires that go to your receiver. It does not have the pigtail in there. So it looks like I can just plug that in, but I can't. I would have to have a pigtail to put on the ESC without the pigtail to plug the sensor wire in. So always make sure the ESC has a pigtail. And that's it. Thanks for watching. One quick little note on plugging in the Blackjacket censored motor, censored outrunner to the Castle ESCs is we always provide a card in the box that you purchase the motor with. So this tells you exactly what goes in what. The A be black, B would be yellow, and C is red. But in case you bought a motor that didn't have this card in it, now you know which one it goes in.